Yo, what's up team? MrTrees here, back again with another video of the solo series, episode 8. Anyways, time is moving very quickly today, so I need to get straight to the point. But before I do, I need to check the cosmetic shop on this alt. Nothing interesting. Anyways, so yeah, it feels good to finally be back after a few months. I recently published another episode, but So if we check on our set, we're currently behind. We're still stuck in Insane from Winter. And then we have a Gray Nightmare, but it's not the best pot. And then we have an Insane Pirate. We're currently lacking gold too, so let's get daily reward and see what we get. Okay, so we got a little lucky. We got an even better helmet. But I don't know if we have the gold to even manage. We'll have to find out. There's already people who also really wants to trade with us, but we can't trade. I'm only making one episode an hour long, so I might not make it to Nightmare, but we'll see. Anyways, I better sell as much as we can because this next round is not gonna be an easy one. Okay, we'll sell this, this and this, no longer needed. Don't need these healing skills. Might need that, I'm not really sure. Yeah, pretty much just sell a lot of the stuff. We're gonna need the gold to try to upgrade. I did heard the gold has been tripled from the weaker dungeons. So yeah, let's just see how that turns out. I already learned my lesson from last video, not doing hardcore again until I get completely geared up. So let's just do a few runs, see what we get. As usual, I'm just gonna fast forward and we hope you guys enjoy the run to see how I solo in these series. Anyways, let's get started. Alright team, so I just noticed something. We're starting to get a lot of warrior drops. Like, the one problem about these lower level dungeons is that they constantly want you to swap the different classes because they keep giving you the opposite class stuff. And then we're dropping some guardians, which makes no sense. So I started doing hardcore. I think I found out the perfect strategy too of how to make hardcore work without having to go full glass cannon. Just stick with me here. I'm going to explain more as we progress through this speed run. Anyways, continue. Also just realize that upgrading armor and helmets are extremely dirt cheap since you get so much more gold now compared to the previous update. So yeah, that's a good thing to know. Alright team, so be noted that weapons still cost a lot to upgrade because as you've seen, this was nearly maxed out at 113 upgrades. So yeah, when you drop weapons in Dungeon Quest, be sure to actually calculate the pot and make sure it's worth upgrading because otherwise you're going to waste your gold and it's going to put you in a setback. Let me show you how it's done. Alright team, so here's a quick example. Let's just say I had a base pot weapon I was at 1,300, right? So go on your calculator, this works on phone, anything. So then you want to do plus 10. This only works for weapons that their base pot is higher than 140. If it's under 140, then you want to do plus 1. But it's pretty complicated, so let's just focus on the pirate. Then you want to times the amount of upgrades. So let's just say that weapon had 159 upgrades. Click equal, and that would be the potential. So that's how you calculate the potential. You can also use the DQ calculator, which is in the wiki. I'll be sure to link it in the description. But yeah, calculate the pot. If it's barely a difference, then don't waste your gold, because weapons cost a lot of gold. Anyways, back to Dungeon Quest. Alright, so remember that HP part as I promised? So if a few of you guys were paying attention, as I kept leveling up, you notice I started putting my skill points into HP. The reason why I'm doing this is because sometimes the game lags, and as you've seen here during this pirate part, you also come across situations where there's RNG. If you don't know what RNG is, it's called Random Natural Generator. All those circles spawn in completely different random spots, and sometimes it's impossible to escape. If I didn't kept upping my HP just enough to take that hit, I would have lost the hardcore run there. So yeah, but how do you know when it's the right time to up HP? Because as I said in the earlier episode, if you do too much health, you won't be able to solo. Well, here's a tip for all you newer players. Try to see if you can 1 or 2 shot the mobs as I'm doing right now in this clip. If you can 1 or 2 shot them, right now I can 1 shot them, then you don't really need to focus on damage anymore because you're doing your maximum potential damage. Because it's usually the mobs that take up most of your time. The bosses, you don't have to worry about them, just focus on dodging. So yeah, until you reach the next difficulty. After you reach the next difficulty, then you want to do non-hardcore and go glass cannon. But in the meantime, if you can one-shot the mobs, then put your skill points on HP. Because if you're doing hardcore, you're going to need to have enough health to take a hit. Because if you die, you get no loot, you get no gold, the whole run is lost. So yeah, I hope that helps a few players out there. Anyways, back into the run. So here's some footage of me going glass cannon. As you see, I'm putting all my points on spell power since I'm a mage. If you're a warrior, you just put all your points on physical power. No points on stamina. This is what I mean by going glass cannon. So we're about to try Nightmare. We are pretty under geared since we have that insane winter armor. But yo, we're gonna give our very best and see how it goes on non-hardcore. Alright team, that's about it from this episode. So I just figured out the secrets of finally soloing insane hardcore, and as you've seen I tried out Nightmare, one of my first try. Obviously I did non-hardcore, and I put all my points on spell power to, boost my damage beyond the max. It really came in handy. I don't really have much tips to say towards the end of the video because I'm gonna try to, well, at this time I still gotta edit it. I'm gonna try to list it during midpoints. Usually I will let the whole entire video play in fast play, but I might actually slow down during certain parts to give you guys any info just in case if I came across anything. This is gonna be quite troublesome because we're dropping a lot of warriors, and as you know, we're still in this insane mage armor. Like, it's good now that we got we got like an insane halo, an insane weapon. This, it doesn't matter. This is going to be pretty OP until we reach Samurai, so we don't have to worry about our skills, although Phantom Flames will be a pretty nice skill to drop if we get lucky. But that's about it. If you guys enjoyed this episode, be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next episode of the solo series. Remember to always stay connected with the earth. See ya, team.